Hello everyone, this is In-Game Arts with another unboxing, another offline product game review. This is One Finger Death Punch 2 for the PlayStation 4. Now this is a physical copy printed from VGNYsoft, which is another boutique store, sort of like Limited Run Games, Fan Gamer, Special Reserve Games, I Am 8-Bit, so on and so forth. So what they do is they print smaller run games physically for games. If you would like to check out their site, I will provide a link to their site if you would like to see VGNYsoft's storefront. Now, One Finger Death Punch, this copy here, is the most updated version of the game. At the time of making this video, there were no updates available, as well as this physical copy comes with the update version 1.02 already on disc. Now, as I said, there are no updates available, but I did come across a bug while playing this game. It's not game breaking, but it does interrupt gameplay. Where when I go into a level and go into a level and experience that level, one of the buttons won't work, and that's the square button, which doesn't limit my ability to attack from my left, but I can use my L1 button, but I like to use square and circle to attack left and right. The factor of losing the square button is almost game breaking for me. The only way I could fix it is sometimes when I exit out a level and just go back into it, it'll fix it. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes I gotta go all the way back out to the main menu and go back all the way back in, and sometimes that'll fix it, and sometimes I had to just close out the application and start it back up. It's just that's the only issue I've ever came across this game. There was no other problem I came across it. If it works without that happening, which happened about 4 or 5 times on me, and maybe it could happen more depending on who you are and what, maybe it's just specific levels. But as I said, at least it's fixable. It's annoying, and it only happened a few times, but it's unacceptable that that's a big issue to deactivate a button on me, especially when this game only has really 2 buttons you use in the entire game, which square means to attack on your left, and circle means to attack on your right. That's it. Now, you can use L1 and R2 to do left and right, and if you're playing co-op, which is a tag team thing, you can hit R2, I believe it was, or L2. R2 allows you to tag in and call in your co-op partner, which you can play on one screen and switch it out. As well as you can hit the D-pad up or down to make the game faster or slower. So you can adjust the game speed if the game is getting too fast for you and you like to slow it down. Now, there is automatically speed increases that you can't decrease. So you can set a default setting of how fast you would like it to be, but over time the game will increase in speed just to make the game more difficult. And that's pretty much the summary of the game. It's just basically, as the game says, One Finger Death Punch. It's just push one button. Now, I know that this game was more designed as a mobile game, like on Android or iPhone and so on, and it just got really popular and it got transported to the PC like Steam, and then eventually it came on the console, which is still a phenomenal game. The animation, the gameplay, the speed of the game, it's all very addicting. When I played this game, I didn't expect to actually cover this game until I got a PS5, but I usually check my games when I get them to come in just to make sure they work and see what they're like, and I just got addicted to this game. I just started playing it and then put it away and then come back and start playing it again, which that tells you a lot of just how simple fun it is, though it does get repetitive because what you see is what you get. It's all you do is just attack from your left or attack from your right, and there are sometimes little issues here and there, like sometimes I don't know how to know when one moment I'm allowed to attack further than my radius, then other times I'm not. And like, there are other times where I don't know how to explain it, but like you can pick up weapons in the game, but sometimes the weapons are droppable and sometimes they're not. And sometimes I think that's irritating because I like to build up a strategy. Like when a weapon rises, it hits the ground, I like to immediately grab it, and sometimes it's not a grabbable weapon. I did find that annoying. I think they would have done better if they maybe like made the color coding of the weapons so you can know which ones are going to be a droppable weapon you can pick up or which ones are not, or which ones is a weapon you throw, because the game does have multiple colors to determine do throwable weapons. Like pink or purple means you dodge it, blue you deflect it, yellow you like, or green you capture it, and so on and so on. So there's different colors for that kind of thing, so it felt weird that they didn't do that with weapons. As well as you got skill system where you can put points into abilities that allow you to activate at certain moments. Now you have no control of these abilities, they're almost on a cooldown and they just activate pretty much automatically, which I found that a little annoying because there were times I would have liked to save that ability, or that ability interrupted where an enemy's at a further distance, and if he was running at me with a gun, and I would have been able to attack him and then get the gun, but since I attacked him with my special ability at a distance, he drops the gun and I can't pick it up. So I found that a little annoying that I can't control that. I understand that it's supposed to be within the game. One finger death punch. One finger does everything for you, which is perfectly fine, I get it, but just something to allow me to a little bit more control over the battlefield and how I use my abilities. But I do understand, I don't know how you could really implement it, since the game is supposed to be a fast-paced, one-button press functionality in the game. So I get it, but I just wish there was a little bit more control over my abilities. Other than that, the game is just outright addicting and fun. I never really found any issues of like frustration or anything like that when I missed or messed up, other than like I say, when I was trying to pick up a weapon I can't tell the difference. Most times I was like, it's my fault, I was button mashing, which the game constantly tells you not to do. Don't button smash. Look at the gauges on your attack bar and what the enemy are as you play, so you can know how to approach your next attack. Though the disappointing part is you're so focused on the colors of the borders and the characters that you kind of just forget about the animation. So you get coming back and rewatching the video, I actually get to see animation that's going on, and it's going on, you can't see anything. And when I was playing with my brother on co-op with it, which you get to see some footage here soon, that we were talking about how it was kind of fun to be on the sidelines because you can finally get to see the animation and what's all going on in the fight, because you can't see that stuff as you're playing the game. So I did find that kind of interesting because the game is so fast. Now the game does have other modes in there like survival, as well as the gauntlet, which was like a find the right path, which is like kind of like a roguelike. You die once, you have to go through it again, but it's like a true to life roguelike where you don't get abilities and build it up every time you die. No, every time you die you have to start all over. Now, as I said, you get skills. Try to build up your skills before you do like survival or the gauntlet, because those skills does transfer over to the gauntlet and survival. So it might be better to play story mode before you start doing survival and gauntlet and so on, even for co-op as well. So overall, I just had a good time with the game. I didn't expect to play it because, like I said, I've been trying to hold off on PlayStation 5 to come out so I can start a couple PS4 games. But when I started playing it, I just couldn't stop playing it. I just had a good time with it. It's definitely one of those interesting games I'm proud to have on my shelf. And it did make me discover the VGNYsoft, which I didn't even know about this company that made physical copies. They don't seem to be doing like limited run. They do seem to be broader in their physical copies. At least I've seen like on Play Asia, but then again, I don't know if they're doing deals with Play Asia or Play Asia is making their own physical copies and then they're making their own physical copies. At this point, making physical copies from all these companies is starting to get so convoluted to find all these companies that's making physical copies. But overall, I'm still glad that we are actually still getting physical copies, and it's why I'm loving PlayStation 4 generation so much, and the Nintendo Switch, in hopes of the future of PS5, because all these physical copies for such smaller games. While in the past, like PlayStation 2, PS1, PS3, yes, we had a lot of interesting games, but only the big guns could usually come in because of just the cost of production and game development. It's great to see a lot of these smaller games get a physical copy. I will try to provide links in the description for both the site as well as links for this game, which was available currently at the time of making this video. You can still get a physical copy at their site, But I'll try to provide like eBay, Amazon, PlayAsia, if that's available there. I'll try to provide anywhere I can find the links to. So like always, thank you all for watching. I do think the game is worthy to be on your shelf if you can pick up a copy. Then it's just an interesting game. But keep in mind, what you see is what you get. It's all this game is. It's just push, attack left, push, attack right. That's all it is. Basically, my dream game for a fighting game. Push one button, it does everything for me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye!